Hey, what's up guys? Chris here from Life According to Chris. Today we have another review. We're going to be looking at the SH Figuarts Ultra Instinct Son Goku. You can get this figure at the Big Bad Toy Store on Amazon.com. Links in the description. Without further ado, let's get into it. So I know a lot of people have been anticipating this figure for a long time since it was unveiled, I believe, last November or at the fourth quarter of last year, and having this figure in hand, I can say that he does not disappoint. Let's just take an overall look at him, starting with the painting and the sculpting. Painting on this guy is really awesome. He actually has some shading. I'm not sure if you can see it in his pants. He does have some dark orange shading going throughout the pants, some at the knees, over in the crotch area, a little bit in the back and the folds of his pants. Some painting in the blue area. There's not a whole lot of paint. You can see that it is a bit darker towards his chest and his ribs and lighter going out. This color scheme is, I think, similar to the Dragon Ball Super Broly Super Saiyan God Goku that I can grab to compare with this. His hair, I think the biggest, obviously the most distinct part about Ultra Instinct is the hair. It is very similar to just normal Goku hair, but it's very metallic-y silver, kind of wavy, kind of flowy. I think it's a great look. His face and his eyes, he has silver eyebrows and some silver eyes. I think that just looks really good. I'm a huge fan of the Ultra Instinct design in general. Just overall, this figure is, I think it's pretty basic looking. It's not the most detailed figure. Inside the sculpt work for the chest, you can see he has some scuff marks. I do wish those were painted, but it's nice that those were sculpted in. Definitely looks like he's been through a battle with Jiren or whoever he was fighting in the tournament power. Now that we got that out of the way, let's take a look at the articulation. The articulation on this guy is nothing short of amazing, but it has a few downfalls, and I just want to start with the flaws first, and the biggest one I think comes with the shoulders. So he does have some really nice movement in the arms. He can move up that far, forward that far, back that far, bicep swivel. He's got a bend at the elbow, 90 degrees, nothing new there. Where the issue comes is here in the butterfly joint. So the butterfly joint is so far tucked back in there that you only get like that much out of it. Push it back, pull it forward. That's all you get. So if you pull his arm across his chest normally, that's what you get. And when you use the butterfly joint, I mean, it's marginally better. It's not all that much difference. I mean, you can always bend the elbow, make it look like it comes across even more. But what they should have done is they should have, and I think a lot of it has to do with the sculpt. You can see from the back, I don't think this figure looks that great. His shoulder blades come out a really far amount right here, and it definitely hinders the posability. You can't move his arms back any. And because of that, with the butterfly joint, if the butterfly joint was moved out just a little bit more, in the shoulders back here, we're just a little bit, less intrusive and less coming out, then I think the posability on this guy would be so much better than what it is. But honestly, that's like one of the only nitpicks I have with this figure, along with down here at the legs, which I'll show in a moment. We saw with the arms, move out that far. Like I said, 90-degree bends. He's got a ball peg at the wrist. Most of the SH Figuarts line has the same amount of articulation for the Dragon Ball figures. You can look side to side. You can look up that far. You can look down that far. Get a little bit of rocking motion in the head, not a whole lot. Since this figure is shirtless, it is a bit difficult to get the diaphragm joint to work, but if you just lift up a little bit on it, you can get a decent, move the arm out of the way so you can see, get a decent crunch out of that. Can move back a far amount. That's honestly pretty great. Don't see that a whole lot, but then you do get some ugly gapping in there. So if you're gonna display him like this, just try to get it at an angle where you don't see it. You can get him arching back like that. Move to the legs. Legs are pretty standard. Gotta say, I love the legs with the torn patterns in it with his knee exposed. I think that looks awesome. Pretty good spread if you move his legs out as far as possible. That's honestly, really, really great. Not the best, not the worst. You can kick forward that far, kick back that far, double join the knee. That looks really great with his open knee exposed. Ankle, can move side to side, a little bit of an ankle rocker movement, toe joint. Yeah, articulation is pretty solid on this guy, but like I pointed out earlier, because his knee is exposed, the joint is flesh colored, and from the back, it should be the same orange color, just because the front of his knee is exposed, not the back. Not a big deal. If honestly, I don't do customs, but someone could easily just probably paint over that. It's no big deal. let's take a look at the accessories. And here's a quick comparison of the Super Saiyan Blue Goku from the Dragon Ball Super Broly line. These two figures, they look really great together. Their heads are interchangeable, which I can show in just a moment. And here they are with their heads swapped, and I gotta say, I think that this look with the Super Saiyan Blue head and the shirtless, torso is honestly the best look for Goku that you can have. That's kind of weird, because we've never seen him with his Ultra Instinct hair in a full gi, besides in the manga when he's fighting Moro. Haven't seen it in the animes yet, but I do think that both of these still look phenomenal, and you can display them however you want. Goku comes with a pretty standard amount of accessories at this point, but he does include a blue Kamehameha effect, 3 interchangeable faces, one with his eyes looking a bit to the left, 1 gritted teeth, and 1 open mouth. In a few sets of hands, he's got fighting hands, clawed hands, ki blasting hands, and a set of fisted hands. Let's get to the conclusion. So overall, guys, I think this figure is really great. It's an awesome addition to the collection if you guys don't have it already. That's going to be it for this video. Leave a like if you'd like, subscribe if you want, and I'll catch you in the next video.